Okay. Okay. Anas, am I audible for you or not? Because your mic is not showing me on any time.
Try
I
to
don't
text
know.
him. He's not answering. Hmm?
Anas,
Try to text him.
Dans.
He's not reply.
Yes, I have applied the permission for you also.
He on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp. I'm asking on WhatsApp. He's not reply.
In WhatsApp, what I am. Please give me a text so I can understand what you are saying.
Okay.
Rejoin. Okay. Anas. Landry is also come. Okay. 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 Thank you.
Yeah.
So we will start the move to next topic. The next topic is user mode.
Yeah.
So when we change this particular information, this is the cell information. Suppose this user on a leave. So we can change the cell information also. So we can also change the password information also. Suppose for any purpose we want to change the home directory information, comment information after the creation of the user. So what I will do, we can't use user add command. We can use user mode. Any types of modification we can use by this particular command. Suppose we want to change the cell information. There are two types of cell. This is the login cell and the another one is no login cell. It means we want to log in, we can use this cell, and we want do not want to provide the login information, so we can apply the no login cell. So this is the no login cell. We can apply slash sbin and no login. So this is a non-interactive shell. It's a interactive shell. So by using this particular interactive shell, we can log in on the system. And we can also provide the non-interactive shell when we want no interaction to the system. So we can provide this particular shell. So this is the option and this is the information of the shell. So this information will be changed. And we want to change this information also. So we can assign by using this particular option slash. Okay. At this time we are on a this particular user. So this particular user can't change. So log out this particular, then apply this command by using the root. So this is the root. So we want to change the home directory. This is my home directory. This is the command user mode -s means cell. We want to change the cell. Okay, and we want change the data users. This is the folder name. Data users. In this, we want to change the information of this particular user. The username is Chris. So type the Chris. So this is the information of home directory information. So this is my home directory and we want to change, and we also change the comment field. So apply -c option, then type the comment field network admin. So this is the admin, and we want to change only these information. Then type the name of the user. This is the name of the user, and I want to modify only these information. So these information will be modified. We can check this. So this is the name of the user. What I will change this particular field, and I also change this particular field, and I also change this particular field. So I can change any information regarding to any particular user. But in this we have forget one more command. When the existing user is, when the user is exist, so use these two options at the same time. M-M option used to move the home directory information, and it will create the home directory. So give the name, we change the username Krishna. So this is my username Krishna, and this is the name also Krishna. So this is the all information. Then I will change. When we log in to this particular user, so at this time you can see that it has a cell. The cell name is has been no login. Okay, this all the information is wrong. We provide the bin base. Bin base is a login cell. I have typed the wrong information. As bin, bin, not b, it's a n. As bin, then it's a no login, it's a right. So we have misspelled here. It's a as bin, bin. So this is a bin, bin, and we want to change only the cell information, so we can log in. When we type login, so there is no error. When we type this, so there is an error because we have no login cell. So this is the login cell by which we can log in on any particular user. So type, this is my home directory that I have assigned on this. This is my home directory. Mostly it has, every user has the home directory /home. For any particular user, the home directory is what? ls is the home directory where all the user information is contained. But at this time my home directory is /data. This is my home directory. So this is my home directory where the information of the Krishna is stored. So this is my home directory. So we can check this by this particular command, and we want to change this, we can change. So this is the command to change, to do any modification. We can use this particular option, that is user mode. So we can use user mode to change, to do any types of modification. It has lot of options like this. These are the options that are belong to, these are the options. So we can use user add, user mode. So I have used these two commands. Now we can use these commands also. So what is the use of user del? Suppose we want to delete any user. We want to delete any user. So what I will do, suppose this is the name of my user and we want to delete this. So what we will use? ls/home. In this is my user and we want to change, we want to delete. So command for this user del, then give the name of the user. So this information will be deleted from the /etc passwd also. So all the user information will be deleted, but it have left the information in home directory. So now we check the information in the home directory is also contained. So it's not delete the home directory information. Suppose it has the data in this particular folder. So data will be saved. When we want to remove this data also, so what command we will use? So we can use, suppose this is my user, the name of the user is Agra, and we want to delete the user account information. At the same time, we want to remove the home directory information. So we can use this particular syntax. So user del we can use. So we can use at the same time R option. So the information of the, at this time we contain the this user, at this time there is no user. So we can use both command. This command delete all the information and this command delete the user information but not the home directory information. So there are two commands related to user del. So we can, I will show you this information. So deleting a user, we can use user del command, then user name of the user, and we can also use this particular command -r option. This will remove the detail of the username also from the etc passwd, and it will also remove the information of the home directory where all the database of that user is contained. It contain desktop information, it contain download information, it contain that I have shown you earlier. So for deleting the user, we can use this particular command, we can use this particular command with home directory and without home directory. Delete the user account without home directory, we can use this. So this is the command. So these are a lot of options we can use. So these are the options. Suppose we have some rest options, like we want to create the user, we can use this. We want to any modification, we can use these options. We can use also these options. I have told you, suppose we want to create a group, what we will do? So we can use group add command. So group add command is used to create the group. We want to create the group, so use group add command, then give the name of the group mkt, it's a marketing underscore group group 01. This is my name of the group, mkt group 01. So give the name. So this group will be created. We can check this information in which file? Group. This is the name of the file where the information is saved. This is the information, and we want to filter this. So what I will do? So this group will be created. This group will be created. Okay. So we want to create group, so we can use this particular command, and we want to create group with group ID. So what I will do, we can use this particular command. We want to create any group by a group ID name. So we can use -g option. The group ID name is, suppose we want to provide a group ID. The group ID can be, it's a name of the group. So then type. So now at this time, it have the group ID this. By default, it will take from this particular sequence. So next group ID, when we create next group, it will take 13107. Not this. So we want to change the group ID. We want to change, so we can use -g option. So this is the option by using without group ID and with group ID. So we can create. Have you any doubt in this? Hello. Have you any doubt? Okay. Suppose we want to add a user in a group. What I will do, we can use this particular option. We want to add a user in a group. Suppose we want to add any user in the group. So what I will do, suppose we have a group, the group name is this. We have a group, the group name is this. There is no user in this particular group. Suppose we want to provide a permission on this group, but there is no user in this. So the permission will be applied on a user. When we log in through the username, not a group name. So we want to access any file folder by using the user. So first we should add the user in a group, then we can log in through the user, so we can access the permissions. So we can use user mode command to add the user in a group. So this is the command. This is the syntax -g. And we want to use, first of all, we create a user mkt underscore user 01. This is my first user, and this is my second user, and this is my third user. So we will create 3 users, and we want 2 users in this group and not this user, not add this particular user. So what I will do, so I can use user mode command, G, and name of the group. What is the group name? This is my group name. This is the name of the group, and we want to add this particular user. What is the name of the user? This is the user that I want to add in this particular account. So we can add. So we can check this, the user is added or not. So one user is added in this particular group. So we can use any user in the group, and we can add another user. The name of the user is this. We can also add. So how can we add the user in a group? So this is the command to add the user in a group. This is the name of the group, and this is the name of the user. So there are 2 members that are related to this particular group. Suppose we have a user, the username is this. This user is also belong to other group. Suppose we have also create another group. We have another group. The group name is this. So it has the group ID is 6000, and the group is Windows. It's a Windows group 01. And at this time I am checking there is any user related to this particular group. There is no user in this group. At this time there is no user in this group, and we want to add a user we want to add a user. We have a user that is related to MKT group 2. This user is a member of this particular group, but we want to add this particular user on this group also. So what I will do, we can use this particular command. So name of the group is this. name of the group is this, and we want to add this particular user, this user, and we want to add this particular user, this particular group, and this particular group. So we use this particular command. So now we add this user and we want to check. At this time, the user will be added. But at the same time, we want to check it is a part of this particular group or not. We want to check. So the user MKT user been removed from this group, but we want a user, one user in more than two group. So this command is not sufficient. This command is only sufficient to add the user in only one group, not more than one group. So what I will do? So I can use this particular command at the same time apply A. At this time it is a member of this particular group. At the same time we want this particular user as a member of this particular group, so we can add. How we can add this? At this time we have a user, the username is mkt user1. This is not a part of this particular user, and we want to add this particular user on this particular group. So we can add this particular user on which group? This particular group. So type the name of the group first. So group name is this, and we want to add this particular user. This is the user that is not a part of this particular group. So we want to add one user more than one group. So we use this particular option -a. A means append. So now check. We can check at the same time it is a part of more than one group or not. So we can use simultaneously. So type double quote and type -e. At the same time we can check more than one group. -e option used to extend the search. We can check on this particular group, and we can also at the same time check on this particular group. So this is the user, it is a part of this particular group also, and this is the user also part of this particular group. So one user can be a part of multiple group, not only one group, it can be part of multiple group. Suppose we want to change the group name is wheel, WSEL. It's a admin group. We want to add this particular user on this particular account also, so it will add. How can we check this? Then give the name. So it's a part of more than one group. So this command is used to add a user more than one group. So this, and we only use this command, it can be a part of only one group. By using this particular command, one user can be a part of more than one group. So this is a user one, user one, user one. This is a part of this particular group also, this particular group also, and this particular group also. So we can add one user more than one group. So now have you understand this particular concept or not? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Hello? Have you any doubt? Okay. So this is the command to add a user in a group, and this is a command to add a user in a multiple group. So this is the command. So this user at this time, this particular group, what we want, this particular user at the same time, this particular group. So Anas is the user that is a member of sales group, and at the same time we want to add this in account group. So it will add by using this particular command. So it will add it. This is the next command. we want to log any user. Suppose we want to log the password of any user account. What I will do? So we can add this by using this particular command. Suppose this is my user. Su hyphen, this is my user, and we want to check this is my another user, and this is my password. I have typed password, so we can log in this particular user also, this particular user also. This particular user is on a leave for 2 and 3 days. So as a network admin, this is my responsibility to log the account password. This is my responsibility to log the account password. So any other user can't log into this particular account first. So for the security reason, we want to log the account of this particular user. This is on a leave. So we can use user mode -l option and give the name of the user ANAS. This is my username. So this account will be logged. This account password will be logged. Suppose we can check this by using this particular command -caps में capital S, then command pass wd. So we can check the password is logged. So we can check by this particular command, and we want to log in. Su hyphen, and I want to log in this particular user. The name of the user is Anas, and we want to log in. Then give the password, but user will not log in because the password is logged. So we can log the any user account password. So it will show me the message. So we want to log, then we can use this particular command, and we want to unlock the user account password. So we can use U option. When it will come from the leave, so what I will do, it will tell the network admin I am unable to log in. The network admin will type the command. What command it will type? It will unlock the account. When this came back from the leave, so the admin will unlock the account. So it can log in. Not show option the authentication failure when we unlock this. So unlock this user, we can check the user is unlocked or not. So now you can check. It's an encryption format. It's a cryptographical algorithm. So SHA encryption it will apply it. All the password information shaped in this particular algorithm, this particular cryptographical algorithm. So we can't see the password of any user because of this particular encryption. So this is my encryption type. So now we want to log in from this and log in from this particular user. So I can log in to this user. When we want to log in, log the account, we can use this particular command. When we unlock the account, we can use this particular command. So this is the command. These are the commands. So have you any doubt on this? Okay. So this is for unlock the command, unlock the user account. This is, so these are other options also. We can also use these. So we also completed this particular topic. We also completed this particular topic. I also completed these. So now from this particular topic, I will start the class on Monday. If you have time, I can start the class on Saturday and also on Sunday if you have time. So please give me a text, give me a message on group. If you have time, I can start your class on Saturday and Sunday both, because we have a lot of course and we want to complete this within a 15 days. So if you have time, you can tell me. So I will start on Saturday and Sunday both. So from this particular topic I will start. So I will highlight this. From this I will start your next class. Okay, so I have ended the session and next class will be start. It can be on Monday. If you want, then we can take your class on Saturday also. Saturday, and if we have time on Sunday also, we can take the classes on Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. It's your choice. So give me text for these days. This is the schedule time on Monday. I will start on Monday. If you have time, then we will start Saturday and Sunday also. Okay. So now we have ended the session. So this is the schedule for next class. From this particular topic, I will start. So we have rest these 2 and 3 topics in this. We use these commands also. So these are the rest topic on this particular chapter. Then we will start the permissions. So these are the rest topic on this particular. It will take 15 to 30 minutes. Then we will start next chapter, that is the permissions. So I have ended the session. We have rest 8 minutes. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, so I have ended the session. You can give me a text if you have any doubt. Okay, okay. Okay, so I have ended the session. So give me text for Saturday and Sunday classes. If you have time, if you both have time, then I will start. Otherwise, I will start on Monday as per as your schedule. Okay. So now I have ended the session.